Uh-oh. The option for sound went away. That's not good. Oh no. Oh, there it is. It's supposed to be there. Alright, let's see if this can get the sound to kick in somehow. Oh, we're there. Alright, we're there. So let's go with this. Let's see how long we can make this last for, if anything. So we have some upfront sound, some background sound. I can barely hear it through my speaker, but I got something at least. We're just trying to mix some stuff up for every occasion. And try to practice this process, but it's still barely audible on my side. It's better if there's earphones, but I like to bring people from the outside world into it. Yeah, and also like to actually not hear the full thing. Anyways, let me just keep working with this. I want to jump on the camera too real quick and talk about what's going on here real quick, just if possible to add context. Let's see here. If possible to add a little bit of context to this, we're just trying to make some sound real quick and just see how it goes. And we'll see if the sound returns in 1 second. Also maybe a couple times check in again like this and start doing a little bit of chit-chatting in between to just try to like see if this stream can go long. I don't think it's gonna happen, but we'll just try it. Bye. Are we even recording still? That's a sign we might be recording still. Nah. Yeah, that's what I want, is to be able to hear the recycled sound into the microphone so it's like reverberates a little bit at a time. No. We need some tweak on that. I don't remember how to do that exactly. Yeah, whatever. That's why we're trying to use, like, this is like the whole purpose of this whole thing, is to get a little bit familiar with nonsense, because I'm trying to make weirder sounds than just piano. Like weird sounds is what we're actually kind of going for, if I'm being quite honest with you. If I'm being quite honest with you. Yeah, if I'm being quite honest with you, we'll just try to mix it up as the time is moving on down. I'm trying to also add a little bit of value by doing some normal singing that we're trying to also incorporate in the future if I can. Remember to focus on the right type of singing, because it's always been a little bit of a different state of mind when I've always been in a recording status in the past. So let's try to jump into this and try to do a little bit more effects as we continue to play with the sounds and mix it. Yeah, but that's, so we're reverberating. Yeah. No. I don't even know where the headphones go. Oh, I do. See, that's cool. Happen chance drums. No. Stop it. That's what I'm talking about. Sort of, not really. Yeah, but see, this is all experimentation. A lot of this I really don't work with very often. A lot of this I really would want to do with people if I was live, but I'm trying to reverberate. I'm also trying to reverberate the things that I'm trying to do when I'm live. I guess I should be talking like I'm trying to sing at the same time, like I do on the podcast, TehC and the Nature of Love. Quick shout out for TehC and the Nature of Love. We're trying to also do singing while we're talking. When we're talking out loud, we're trying to sing like folk song singing, so it's all at the same time, like we're singing the whole time. Not sure if it's going to necessarily work like that, but we're trying to innovate at the same time as doing things, at the same time as we're talking about things, at the same time as we're recycling sound in the background. Oh, yeah. trying to stay on time with doing punk singing to be able to try to add it to the mix of EDM, electronic dance music eventually, so we can just try to focus on the timing of trying to sing in the right tune, so that it's in essence the right genre, so we're in essence focusing on the right genre, so in essence we can shift to a genre that hopefully is copacetic and hopefully corresponds someday to something that jives and vibes, to something that tunes into electronic dance music, but at the same time ambient music. Slowing it, slow. Slow. Back it. Swing it around. All right, let's check in. Let's have a chat time. Quick chat about what just happened. So we're chatting about what just happened for a quick second, which just has to do with, we tried to make a little bit of punk sound and tried to add some value to existing sounds, but at the same time, not sure 100% where streams in the future should be going, but we're trying to innovate by singing live, but at the same time reverberating sound through the speaker back into the sound, into the speaker. I mean, I'm not even sure if we actually are still live. Let me check on that. If we're still live, that helps. Yeah, that helps. Helps if we're still live. Trying to do a live while we're still live. But anyway, I don't know. Should I stop it now? No, let's keep trying to make a little bit of sound if possible, because that's what we're, I guess, doing here. Not necessarily trying to go too long form, but just trying to like get familiar with some long form, and also like, well, anyway, whatever. Anyway, never mind. Because it's like, we want weird sounds and like to somehow get samples from trying nonsense that also recycles from some stuff outside of not just what's inside the program. And then be able to try to withdraw that and make weird sounds by accident, and then make a sample somehow with some more focus later. Although really it's meant to just be more not aligned, more not aligned, less aligned. Trying to focus on the differing sides of flowing elements when I can't necessarily know exactly how it sounds from inside of the phone. So we're just hoping that the level that the combination of different sounds is able to somehow find its way, and that we're able to do more of this alignment as we figure out some medium between what's happening on the inside and the outside of this program. And we're just trying to process the information. Very strange trying to do these things, but at the same time add value, and sort of try to add value in future times. But also because if you're walking around and trying to do this type of a stream and you have these type of elements aligned, and then you can start talking to people at the same time, then it all becomes like a hectic, chaotic, differing blend of sounds every single time that is a little bit unique from one side to another, so that therefore it's not necessary to be able to try to repeat and play things again, necessarily, yeah. I think it's possible to be able to maybe actually start talking and go live if I'm able to record something at the same time. So let's try to record something with this happening in the background. So now we're actually double recording, so we might be recording something and laying down some tracks. So at the same time we're trying to speak about something and be in the mind frame to be able to try to continue to add value, but at the same time recording some tracks, but at the same time we're trying to continue to sing this way, but at the same time just trying to like record something that's a little bit cumulative, and also recording some of the background sounds so that it is able to consume some of the video and the background sounds, to be able to merge some of the experiences together, so that eventually in the post-production sense that it eventually is able to merge together in some way, that it's able to be withdrawn in some sort of valuable way. But I have no idea in the present sense, because ultimately we want to add talking to it, and if I'm able to try to ask somebody a question in the form of singing in this fashion, then it would be a little bit strange, and I don't even know if they'd be able to answer it or be just confused necessarily, which is probably the more likely result. So we'll maybe just leave it there for now, because we've just gotten a little bit of a full circle type of experience into the first stream for now. We'll just leave it there. We'll just try to leave it there for now.